probably going to get called out for this because I'm a woman and I'm going to talk about Star Wars, and I'm going to talk about a theory of Star Wars that maybe some of you don't agree with. I will be kind of talking smack about Padme. You know how sometimes you watch a movie and then you realize how dark it really is, how deep it could really get? And in this video, we're going to talk smack about Padme. Yes, she's one of my favorites. It doesn't take away from her character, but it does give her a whole new perspective that maybe you didn't think about. I recently cosplayed as Padme, and I was doing a little joke about her little outfit that she was wearing while she was trying to say, "No, Anakin, no, we can't be together." This is a clip. And the clip got kind of viral. It got a lot of traction, a lot of conversation, and it made me realize my thought was correct all this time. Padme was a groomer. Probably thinking, let's divide this into like various things that made me realize this. The coincidence that the Queen of Naboo just happens to land in the one planet that has the chosen one. It makes you wonder, what are the odds of this happening? Little slave boy that saw Padme and said, "Are you an angel?" I don't think a 9-year-old like flirts like that so confidently. A crazy way to call somebody an angel. This boy was imprinted like a little baby duck. And then you think about it. How did Padme become a queen at such a young age? And who was the person behind her success? Could it be that Palpatine, her best bud, her best friend, the guidance, the person that guided her throughout the process of the politics? You know, Palpatine is from Naboo, right? He was originally from there. He's already grooming Padme to groom Anakin from a young age. And this is called proxy grooming. And this is one of the most dangerous type of grooming. It's not just an adult trying to groom a child. It is a child grooming another child for an adult. That's exactly what happened with Padme. The sad part about this proxy grooming is that neither of the children realize that they're being used and manipulated. And it's very tragic, just like the whole life of Padme has been since the beginning. Her whole existence and her whole story is something that was manipulated by Palpatine for the end result of Anakin turning into the dark side. It's a power play. This was an imprint that happened at a young age. Political, strategic, in Sith style. Padme, proxy, Anakin the target, and Palpatine the puppet master. This whole time that she's calling Anakin sweet, telling him he'll always be that little boy on Tatooine, she's reinforcing the obsession that Palpatine wanted planted. And then you have the love, the fear. This is where it becomes a reality, right? This is where we see it. This is where typically people realize, hey, you know, Palpatine is using Anakin's love to manipulate him, but nobody goes past that for the beginning of time. And this is what I'm talking about. It gets better, trust me. It's not just his first crush. She's literally the trigger. The Jedi way, they said no attachment. And of course, Palpatine gave Anakin the biggest attachment of all. Ultimate attachment. But the Force always balances itself. And out of Palpatine's plans maybe happened to be the babies, the twins. Because even though you try to make it, you know, the dark side, the light side always finds balance. There's always balance to the Force. So the day that Vader was born, so was the light. Life finds a way. I know, wrong movie, but whatever. That marriage, that whole thing was such a ticking bomb. She seduced him not with love, but with fear. There was always this fear and it didn't feel right. They both know it's wrong, yet they're doing it. And sometimes see it in Padme. You see her trying to, the struggle of like, we shouldn't be together. This is wrong. Him too. Like it's just, but there's just something about it. And it's Padme. Her whole life was manipulated by Palpatine. You know how I know this? Padme's death scene. The end of the movie. She casually just like dies. The droid's like, I don't know why she died. There's no explanation. She's fine. She lost her will to live. I wonder, have you ever thought that when Anakin's like, what about Padme? And Palpatine, who is super far away from Padme, has no idea. He's like, oh, she's gone. How did he know that she was dead? How did he know this information? Because he ended. Her job was completed. She was used as a pawn to his game. She completed what Palpatine needed to be done, which was turn Anakin into the dark side. She was used this whole time. And so now that Anakin is Vader, she's no longer needed. She was so given to Darth Sidious that she ended up dying by his force. She turned Anakin. She fulfilled Palpatine's emotional plan. A tool that was completed, she was discarded. Palpatine just like enjoying this himself when Anakin turned into Vader, just smiling. So no, Padme did not die of a broken heart. She died from being used. She fulfilled her life's destiny. She was the weapon to the Sith. And it is what it is. Like it or not, this is the reality of what Star Wars brought to us. This is a theory. I think way too much about this, and I just wanted to put it out there because it's like a topic that, you know, a lot of people are like, she's not a groomer, she can be a groomer, she's a kid. And then, you know, if you do your research and if you really understand proxy grooming, you realize the depth of this whole story and the role that she played in this whole story. Do you agree with me? Do you have your own theory? Do you still consider Padme's love story like genuine, or now I have opened your eyes and you're kind of just digging deeper? You're gonna rewatch all the movies and come back to the comment section and be like, wow, Liz, you were right. You were right. And this is why we talk movies. This is why I do what I do. Even though it's a very complex fandom with a lot of opinionated people, I wanted to share my thoughts because why not? I'm Liz and I know a little bit about a lot. So subscribe, like, comment, and make sure to follow my channel because we're going to continue talking about everything fandom.